The council meeting for the city of Eldridge, Iowa on Monday, December 18th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Roll call.
Blackwell. Deek.
Present.
Peters.
Present.
Dockery.
Present.
Collins.
Present.
Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Second that motion.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it. Number 4A. Consideration to approve city council meetings from the December 4th, 2023 meeting.
Nobody has any additions or corrections? Make a motion for approval.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Peter, second by Dockery to approve the city council minutes from November 6th, 2023. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. Consideration to approve the special council meetings from November 6th, 2023 and December 13th, 2023.
And previous one was December 4th.
All right, so sorry for the correction there.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from November 6th, 2023 and December 13th, 2023 as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by Dockery, second by Peters to approve the special city council minutes from November 6th, December 13th, 2023. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Nay,
The ayes have it. 4C, consideration to approve bills payables. Any questions?
Mine were answered prior to the meetings. Mine were answered prior to the meeting.
Peters?
I just had a clarification on how frequently it comes up. I'll get that.
Okay. Mr. Cheat, do you have any?
Nope.
Okay. Looking for a motion to approve the bills payable.
Moved.
Second.
Motion by Collins, second by Peters to approve the bills payable. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 5A, consideration for a final approval of the lease renewal agreement with the Scott County Library for a term of 25 years. Everybody had a chance to,
I'll make a motion that we approve it. Second.
We'll say I went through it and all the suggestions,
The
changes,
corrections.
were made in that last draft.
that's what it looked like to me too.
No correction here.
All right. Motion by Cheek, second by Peters to approve the new lease agreement, with Scott County Library for a term of 25 years. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 6A, consideration setting the 2024 calendar year meeting dates. Should have been a calendar in your packet.
In the back.
And then there's also.
Vacation on a couple of those nights.
Are you? So they all look good to you, do they?
Run out. I like them all, but I'd also like to at least have the council take a look at doing committee of the whole, the second and fourth meeting Monday every month as needed. And do away with committee structure at some point. So, I mean, I'll make a motion to approve the regular council dates, but maybe have the administrator block out those dates. So we can have them and a committee of the whole dates if required.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to do both for these dates and approve the second, fourth Monday every month for committee of the whole.
Abstain.
Yes, you can.
He can't abstain.
What was that gonna be here?
Set hours for you
Not a
guys.
personal thing.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I make a motion to meet every week.
Dan, would you like to second? Okay. Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the 2024 city council meeting dates. And to look at adding the second and fourth Mondays for committee of whole meetings as required. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, the ayes have it. 6B, consideration to approve an adjustment to a residential sewer bill due to an issue with their annual sewer rate. Nevada, can I call on you for that?
Sure. So Jody was contacted this week from a resident who had a water leak during the 3 months that they used to do the annual rate setting for the sewer bills. So their rate was set high and that wasn't caught. He's been paying the bill and just came across it on his last bill and realized that it was high. So the rate has been recalculated and adjusted to normal usage. But to get any credit to that sewer bill, they wanted to request it from council to get a recommendation for approval on that. So he's overpaid about $2,500 throughout the year because of the higher rate. However, about $1,000 would go towards what was actually owed during the months for the water leak and the additional usage. So we would be looking at a credit of about $1,500 to the utility account for that.
So they looked at this consumption during the summer.
Yes, so they looked at the 3 months surrounding the typical, we use December, January, and February to set the rates. And so I believe they looked at October, November, and March to get the actual usage rate the way they do every other year. And it was comparable to the previous year as well.
So your recommendation is $1,500.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to go with the administrator's recommendation.
Motion by Dockery, second by Collins to approve the residential adjustment on their sewer bill for the city administrator to $1,500. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays, the ayes have it. Number 7, public comment. Is there anybody here that'd like to talk about anything that's not on the agenda?
Hi,
Speak.
back,
Name.
Ashley Atkins.
Okay, thank you.
In this hand, I hold 15+ documents, from engineers, city council meetings from when my property, was given the final plot back in 2007. Along with engineer documents, city council meeting minutes, all signed by attorneys, all recorded in the Scott County Land Records, documents. In this hand, I hold an email of 5 pages from the neighbor stating that he doesn't want me to use the lane. These documents support me using the lane. Again, attorney signatures, engineers, final plot, actual legal documents, actual documents that are reported. So my question is, how can the city issue or deny a building permit based on what is actually in legal standing versus an email from a neighbor saying I can no longer use the lane? Because with that standard, I can write the city and say none of you all have access to your streets. So I'm super confused on why these are the continued documents and evidence and things that I have. And I continue to get the book thrown at me with 0 evidence, 0 city code, 0 legal documents, 0 legal binding supporting the city's position. I'm not looking for an answer from Jeff Martins because honestly,
Jeff,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
call
that
on
this
you.
is Mr. Martins. Oh,
This-
yes, please go ahead.
Our attorney has responded to you with the legal information pertaining to your request.
Mhm.
Um,
And I have 2 surveyors, the surveyor who surveyed the property back, the surveyor engineer company who did this back in 2007. I have city meeting minutes, a condition of the final approval. Access to both lots will be allowed within the common shared access easement shown on the plot. It was a requirement of the final plot to be approved that me, lot 1 and lot 2 had access to that land. Furthermore, the lot 2 bought the property after I did. So when the shop went up, I was issued a building permit for the shop using the lane. Only since the new neighbor moved in and decided I can't use the lane has all of this erected. The opinion of your attorney is just is an opinion. That's it. I don't need an attorney to overturn these legal documents. Mr. Bursley does, or the city does. Furthermore, when I requested to know what was actually sent to the attorney, he refused to give it to me. The attorney refused to give me the documents. So I have no idea what documents your attorney's even seen. Because I guarantee you, they didn't see the legal documents that are in land records from the Scott County website. Furthermore, I sent the email, I sent the link to the land recordings and basically was told they don't exist. I'm wrong. But you can look at the land records right here on the Scott County website that are associated with subdivisions throughout the entire city of Eldridge. There's even a document that says that that lane is dedicated to the city of Eldridge for street and developmental purposes. But I'm wrong? But I need an attorney? No. I don't. If someone wants to overturn what is already in land records, then they need an attorney, not me.
Jeff,
Once again, our attorney has responded to all this. Ms. Atkins is misunderstanding the issue. Our attorney has received all of the documents that Ms. Atkins is referring to. That was part of the basis for her opinion. So, and again, because you've threatened litigation against the city, you need to direct any further communication to our attorney.
So again,
It's been
you all have zero threatened litigation. I'm not standing here with an attorney. You've never been presented with an attorney. So that's just another ploy to continue to throw the book at me, to continue to deny me my rights. And you're right, it's just an opinion. It's the opinion of your attorney. But you all made a decision based on my property. A decision was made. I'm not misunderstood at all. It's a civil issue based on Mr. Brisley's email that says, I don't want Ashley Atkins to use the access easement. Well, that's like saying, I don't want you to use your street. You can no longer be on Broadmoor. That's the city standard? A complaint from somebody?
Because you threatened to bring litigation against the city of Eldridge, please direct any further communication on this, to
Where
the
have
city's
you-
legal counsel.
Where have I done that? Where have I done that?
Because you threatened to bring litigation against the city. of
Have you all seen
Eldridge.
threats against litigation from me?
Well, you,
Or am I just a citizen trying to get answers?
well,
Based on, again, legal documents that I have and your decision to deny my building permit for the lane usage, you have nothing to stand on.
you directly threatened litigation against the city in a phone call to the mayor on October
A
24th.
threat
On
or
Wednesday.
merely a question of, is that what I have to do, is get an attorney? Because I don't need an attorney. And you all based this decision, the denial of my building permit to use the lane after the fact, saying that it's a civil issue. If it's a civil issue, then how come Mr. Brisley doesn't have to come and bring actual documents that trump what I have?
All of
How
this,
can you say that I'm bringing litigation to the city when you have nothing to base your opinion on?
again, all of this was explained to you in a letter from our attorney. The city council has seen that same letter.
Okay? So that's the standard?
well, because you said, do I have to do that? I told the city administrator and assistant administrator what you said, that because you said, do I have to do that?
Do
That-
I have to?
that's-
That I am, right?
well,
I have to.
But that,
Do I have to?
the way the world is today, that's still considered a possibility.
But also the way the world is today is if you want to trump or have a different decision than what's already in legal documents, then you have to present something that trumps what I have. And no one is doing that. There is no litigation brought to the city from Mr. Brisley.
You don't have anything that was explained to you by our attorney.
What do you mean?
You're misunderstanding.
No,
the
I'm not.
documents.
Please read these documents. I'm not misunderstanding anything. City council meeting minutes.
Again,
City
this
council meeting
is,
minutes. Here's
this
a
is
previously,
public comment. I think
a
we've
previously approved
overresponded
building
to-
permit, me using the lane. I'm not misunderstanding anything. You're wrong.
Bruce, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I've said this from the beginning. This is a civil case we shouldn't be involved in. We shouldn't be telling her she can or cannot use that. That's between her and her neighbor. So why she's being denied a building permit? Because of the lane is not a good reason. Because until that's settled, she can use the lane.
Jeff, I'm gonna call on you for a second. Wasn't there a building permit?
She's not being denied a building permit. She's being denied access to the access easement.
You know, who gets to make that call?
She can have a building permit to use the driveway that she's currently using.
She should not be denied access to that lane.
Our,
We shouldn't have anything to do with it.
The attorneys.
our city attorney disagrees with you.
Well, I have a problem with our city attorney too, but
The city attorney provided an opinion. I have two surveyors, one that was involved in this process that provided an opinion. Until something is overturned in a court of law, my records signed by attorneys and engineers, stamped by the city of Eldridge back in 2007 is what stands, period. Your opinion doesn't override the land documents.
Jeff,
There's no recorded document that gives Ms. Atkins legal access to the access lane. If you have a legal document that
I have
You
18 legal
believe-
documents, all legal documents recorded, all of which support my lane usage, every single one of them.
have you,
then
Perhaps you didn't read them.
please send them to Kristen
Oh,
Stone.
you should read, I'm not sending them to anybody. I
Then
sent you the link to the land
I'm
report.
done speaking
Yeah.
about this.
I provided you all of these documents as well. I have them printed. I can read verbatim. What would you like to see? It's all in land reporting. I sent the direct link to the city and to you all. I have them printed out. I really don't know what else you could possibly
do
need.
you have? Ms. Atkins, do you have a copy you can provide me when the meeting's over?
Sure, I mean, unfortunately, these are not in great order,
That's okay.
At
I
this
can go
point?
through them.
but it's mind boggling to me how I continue to get everything thrown at me. Yet I, at this point, know the city code and have actual documents pertaining to my position, yet the city has none. And I continue to get screwed over. I'm shaking. Do you think I want to be here? Do you think I like this?
Well, I know earlier, me, Jeff Martins and Tony tried to work with you when you had some other issues. So I think the city has tried to help work with you. So if you can provide me those copies when the meeting's over,
Yeah, you can.
I'd be glad to,
Right,
I would be glad to look at them.
and who else, and then what though? I provided these to you 2 times in email. All of you have these in email. And I sent them even after the bogus email addresses that Ms. Lemke sent me. I was able to get my hands on your personal email addresses and I sent them to you all. And
Well,
has anybody looked at them?
If you would like to give me those after the meeting,
And
and
then what though?
well, I can take a look at them and talk to our attorney, but right now, that's all I can do for you.
That's great, but also keep in mind that your attorney it's an opinion of the attorney. One more example I would like to make, I'm being told that I have to hire an engineer and a lawyer, once again, nickel and diming me to get a sidewalk assessment waiver. I provided that. That's also on the land record site, and I was pretty much told it's not gonna work, get your own. It's the same sidewalk assessment waiver that is for the subdivision of my north, the subdivision of my south.
Yes, Jeff?
Her contractor was told that the assessment waiver on file was acceptable
2 weeks,
months ago.
2 weeks, not months ago, 2 weeks after I was told I needed to hire an engineer and an attorney.
Well, please give me those after the meeting.
Your Honor, before I make a motion for adjournment, I'd like to question Bernie. Exactly what did you carry in that bag?
I don't know. Guess I'll find out later.
Oh, no, you don't have to read, well, yeah, maybe you do have to read that.
They have a Mr. Barbecue grilling clause. If I can catch something to grill, I can use those. And there's perhaps been an occasion or two where I have hooked onto some huge fish and they have gotten away with my pole. And so apparently, some heartfelt souls have decided to replace me with a pole here that, I don't know if it has a guarantee that a big fish won't pull this out of my hands either, but we will see if the warranty works. So who's ever responsible on that, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Make a motion for adjournment.
I'd like to say something before we do that. For the citizens that are here, I can only see probably two that really care about the city. I want to thank all the citizens of Eldridge for letting me be on the council for 4 years. I know there's been some up and downs. I tried to do the best I could for the city. I fought all my way through all 4 years. Previous mayor with a couple councilmen, hoping that the next council will pay attention to what's going on. And I hope that the citizens of the community pay attention. Tonight, I wrote out 6 predictions for years. I'm keeping them until they all come, or most of them come true. So, it's dated today's date. And, when they come true, you'll hear about them. That's all I have to say. Thanks for the citizens. Thank you to the citizens of Eldridge.
Well, before we do adjourn, I would like to thank Bernie Peters and Briscoe for your civil duty and being on the city council for all the years that you put in and for all the hard work you did to help make this town a wonderful place that everybody loves about Eldridge. So I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the good work you did, both of you. Thank you.
I'll second that motion then to adjourn.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay, we are adjourned.
Time is